Hey, what's up, guys? It's Vince Dunlap. I hope you guys have enjoyed these vending machine videos that I've been releasing the last couple of weeks. And today, what I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I've taken 6 random questions and I'm going to present them to you, and I'm going to give you guys some answers based on my experience to help you guys out who may be thinking about getting into vending machines. Okay, stay tuned.
This one for all of y'all and y'all and y'all and y'all and y'all and y'all.
All right, question number 1. What questions should I ask before securing a location? Okay, so you've talked to an owner of some building or some office or some apartment, and he or she or they want you to put a machine there. But before you do, what questions do you believe that you should ask? So one of the first questions that you should ask is, well, what are their business hours? Okay, because depending on when they're open, that's going to dictate how many people have how much access to them. And you don't want to put your machine in a place that's only open on the weekends, 12 to 4 o'clock. Okay, so the more that they're open, the better it is for you. Okay, if someone's open 24 hours a day, that is awesome. That means you can make money at any time of the day or night. Okay, so asking them when they're open is a very good question. How many people would have access to your vending machines? Okay, because we have a location that's in a mall, which sounds great. However, it's in like a break room of one of the stores. So we went from potentially hundreds and thousands of people using our machine to a very select few, 10 to 15 people. Okay, so asking how many people have access to your vending machines would be another great question to ask. All right, ask them what type of snacks or drinks would they like to have at their location. This would be very important, because if you got everybody wanting peanut M&Ms and all you have in there regular M&Ms, you're going to lose a couple of dollars. Now, once you get into the business, you're gonna have an idea of what will go in all of your machines. However, you will have these onesies and twosies that people will ask for, okay? And that'll actually help you build your relationship and some rapport with the people at that particular location. So ask them what they want, make them feel like that they're a part of the process, because ultimately you're trying to get a machine there so you can make some money, all right? Next, you want to ask them if there are any other machines on the location, and have they had any other previous owners in the past. If there are other machines at location, ask them, well, how has things gone with this particular owner? And why are you asking for me to bring in another machine? Because if you're bringing in another machine and there's one that's already there, you're not going to be able to make as much money as you potentially can, all right? Now, maybe they're having some bad relations with that particular owner. Maybe they're getting that owner out. If that's the case, ask them what happened so that you know not to repeat those same mistakes, okay? Now, the last question is a little tricky, so be careful when you ask them this question, all right? But another question that you can ask, whether you get the location or not, is if they know of any other locations that could benefit from having a vending machine at their location, okay? Because keep in mind, you're trying to make as much money as you can. You're trying to get as many locations as you can so you can live that easy life, all right? So ask them guys, hey, do you know of any location that could potentially benefit from having a vending machine? And if they do, cool beans. If not, it's still cool beans, all right? So the next thing I want to talk about, I want to stress that you should not buy a vending machine before you actually secure a location. And getting into the business, many of us believe that we should get the vending machine first. But the problem with that is, if you find a location and they say, yes, you can put a machine in this location, they might want snacks only. Maybe everybody brings their drinks, or maybe they already have a soda machine there, but they might want snacks only. And if you got a combo machine, or if you got a drink only machine, now you got to go out and find a snack only machine because you don't have what it is that they're looking for. Or you might have a machine that's a certain height, a certain width, and where they want you to put the vending machine, it might be too tall, or it might be too wide. It might not, or it might not even fit through the door. So once you've secured that location, it's not only until then that you want to go and get the machine, all right? And so make sure you take measurements of the location. Make sure you take measurements of the doors, because we've had to move a couple machines where the machine was taller than the door, and we had to lower the machine almost very vertical to get it out of the building, okay? So make sure you take care of all of that before you buy the vending machine, all right? Okay, so you've gotten the location, you've gotten the agreement. Now you need to go and find your machine. So exactly how do you go about finding machines? And there's a couple ways that you can do that. One popular way is Facebook Marketplace. You can go on eBay. There are warehouses. You could go to some wholesale stores. I know Sam's Club, they actually sell vending machines, okay? So your warehouses, they're pretty safe because they come with warranties, and they'll provide support for about 90 to 180 days. Facebook Marketplace is a good place as well. However, you're dealing with individual sellers, so the integrity may not be up to par. So just be careful with that. But finding a machine really isn't too hard. It's just a matter of your budget and what it is that you're looking for, okay? So for those of you who are starting out routes on your own and you're very new to the business, you might be a little confused on how much a vending machine should cost, how much you should pay for one. So with that being the case, I would say find somebody in your area that you can trust to kind of give you a little bit of advice. If you listen to a lot of the gurus on social media, they'll tell you not to spend any more than $1,000 on the new vending machine, and I can't even say new vending machine. It'll be new to you, but the vending machine won't be new. And I try not to push that narrative, because ultimately what will end up happening is you're going to end up getting a machine that's not credit card compatible. Those are literally the only machines that you can find for under $1,000. And if you get a machine that's not credit card compatible, then you're relying on people to use cash only. And then eventually, once you convert it to credit card compatibility, you're going to come out of pocket probably another $700 to $800, okay? Now, if that's your long-term plan, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be able to put a machine in a location to get rocking and rolling, I would advise you go get a machine with credit card capability. And those machines, you're probably going to be looking at $2,000 starting out, depending on what type of machine that you get. So at the end of the day, it's really going to come down to your budget, but find somebody in your area that you can trust and take some advice from that person, and then just go from there, okay? So you bought your machine, you got everything set up. It's at your location, you got snacks in there, or it's time to go buy some snacks. So exactly, where do I go to buy snacks? So you want to go to your wholesale stores, okay? Walmart technically isn't a wholesale store. However, we get some of our products from a few of the Walmarts around here, but typically your BJ's, your Costco's, your Sam's Clubs, those types of stores will serve you best when it comes to getting some of these products. And some of you guys are in areas where you're fortunate enough to have what they call food warehouses, where you could go in there and it's basically like a Sam's Club, but it's not a franchise, so you could get those same products for way cheaper. I haven't been able to find one in my area, but I do know that they exist, all right? So go to a wholesale store. And also, if you're wondering, yes, you should get you a Sam's Club account. Get you a BJ's account, because you're going to be swiping your card quite a bit. So go ahead and get like a business account and go ahead and start getting some business credit, because then once you get some business credit, you can get some loans, take some loans out, and now you can use that money to do other things, or you can use it to expand your already existing business, okay? So yes, definitely get a store card with your Sam's Club or BJ's and all that good stuff, all right? Okay, so the last question that I want to answer is exactly how do I track my vending sales? All right, so what you're going to need is what we call a vending management system. Now, we use Cantaloupe, okay? So if you go search and you type in Cantaloupe, you'll see like a little orange sign. That's who we use. And what a vending management system is, it's basically a software product to where you can log on and you can look at all of the sales that you've had. You can look at all of the money that you've had, and you can look at all of the money you've made, and you can look at all of the products that you've sold on a particular day, a particular week, a particular month, okay? And I'll drop a link that provides 5 different management systems, and if once you get into the business, you can select your own, but vending management system will be what you're looking for. However, or additionally, I should say, when it comes to your credit card reader, to the best of my knowledge, there's only 2 companies out there that provides credit cards for vending machines. That's Cantaloupe and that's NYX, okay? And each one of those guys, or both of those guys, they actually provide their own management systems. So we use Cantaloupe. For whatever reason, I just feel like it's best if we use a management system that goes with the credit card reader. So we use Cantaloupe for our credit cards, and then we use Cantaloupe for our management system. However, you can use different softwares if you want to, okay? All right, guys, so that's it for this video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys next time, all right?
This one for all of y'all.